Hey, my Instagram family, how you doing? How you doing? This is Dayle T, host of the Awesome Music Show. I am grateful to be live one more time on this platform to share the Awesome Music Spotlight for yet another Friday, February 17th, and we have some birthdays going on today. So we're going to be bigging up some people on their birthday today. But before we do that, let's take the intro for the show. Stand by. Thank you so much for joining us today on the Awesome Music Show. It's a pleasure just to share this platform with you. It's February, and we are talking about the gift of love. That's the topic right through the month of February, the gift of love. And we had one speaker who shared on this wonderful show on Monday, Shaquille Han from Linstead, St. Catherine. And she was on talking about the gift of love, and we're going to have several other speakers, and all our guests for the rest of this month will be talking something about the gift of love. So we are really grateful. So it's another awesome day given to us by an awesome God to do some awesome things, and we are grateful that we can be live on the show one more time. I want to, before I forget, I want to big up my sister Mavis. Today is her birthday, February 17th, and we are giving God thanks that she could have live to see another day. Want to big up Sister Izzy. Happy belated birthday to Sister Izzy, February 14th. And several other persons, my wife, 13th. Several other persons, she February 7th. I know another person, Phillips, February 7th as well, or February 8th. But so many people throughout this month. One of my niece, I think she's the second, and so many other persons. So it's a February month. This is my month. So guess what? I'm a little bit biased on this month. So whichever month you are, trust me, don't get jealous. We're just kind of celebrating the month of February, and we're coloring it all red. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So as you join, please remember to share. Hey, Sister Izzy is on already. Thank you so much, Sister Izzy. Blessings to you and your listeners as well. Sister Michelle C. and Augustine, all the way from Trinidad, tuning in to the live show today, and we're really blessed. But before we go into the live show, guess what? I want to take some music out of the wonderful catalog that's coming up today. So stay tuned before we introduce our guests. And I hope you're doing well wherever you are. You're on the Instagram platform, you're on the Facebook page, wherever you are. Please, we are grateful to have you on. It's gonna be a great show, so stay tuned. This is how we do it on a Friday. Awesome Music Spotlight.
Next year, where I say Jada, but things are going. In other words, I'm nothing. Yeah. But we don't even worry. Not care about that. Right now, my God, closer than the time of this and all. Happy. Oh, you mean in everything you have to be thankful. In not everything, I'm gonna give back.
We're giving thanks today. That's how we start off the show.
I'm gonna give back. In everything, I'm gonna give that time. Listen me, nobody me tell you say ungrateful, complain, even when them faithful. Every day them get up and a ball and a talk about how much money I want. Even when I'm an have a handful, too bad I have to be thankful. Before I sit down and complain, I'm an just a be thankful. So me say, in everything, I'm gonna give that time. In everything, I'm gonna give that time.
As you join, please share on the Instagram platform. Grateful for you sharing. Drop a comment as well.
In everything, I'm gonna give that time. Give that town, I am that town. In everything, down. Them say, oh, you be give thanks when you are suffer. Oh, you are great, things are get tougher. Let's wait, let first the gutter. Yeah, but word to mention the water. The darker the night,
What are you giving thanks for today?
so me now first.
I'm sure you can find something to give God thanks for.
Jesus Christ and the fortress. The darker the night gets, the lighter comes so me now first. Because Jesus Christ on the fortress. The darker the night gets, the lighter comes so me now first.
Remember to share the link
Because Jesus Christ
on
the
all your
fortress.
platforms so somebody can join, somebody can be blessed.
Everything I'm gonna give that down. I am give that down. In everything I'm gonna give that down. In everything I'm gonna give that down. In everything I'm gonna give that down. I am give that down.
Want to big up the Jamaica Youth for Christ,
In everything
Dexter Johnson, Senior and Junior, and the wonderful team at Jamaica Youth for Christ. All the locations, all the branches right across Jamaica and other countries as well. Giving thanks. Yannick Pusey, thank you so much. Old Harbor New Testament Church, thank you so much. So we have so much songs tonight on the wonderful show, and wherever you're joining from, we have something for you. We have something for you this Friday on the Awesome Music Show, and we want you to know that we are grateful to have you. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much.
next year, where I said, things are going. In other words, and nothing.
You're gonna be hearing some real good collabs
But now worry.
and some singles as well from the catalog of our guests coming up. Guess by now you can say that.
In everything I'm gonna give that
One more time,
in
just before we go into the live interview.
give that down. I am give that down.
Hey, sis, thank you so much for joining. Latisha joining. Clarendon representing. Florida representing. Trinidad. Old Harbor. Kingston representing as well.
To God I have to be thankful. I man complain, I man just a be thankful. So me say, in everything I'm gonna give that down.
And we can't big up Sister Izzy without big up Evangelist Melvina Thomas. Great support.
In everything I'm gonna give that down. We got for the trials and tribulation in a separation. We learn to stay strong. Fight warfare and tramp for Satan. Life in the valley of preparation. We think most man get inspiration. Jesus plus hard work.
Also, Lati, please drop your travel link in the chat
Ready nation.
so we can put that up on the screen.
Everything I'm gonna give that down. In everything I'm gonna give that down. Give that down. I am give that down.
Just about a minute more of this song.
I'm gonna give that down.
Then we go right into the interview.
We give thanks when you are suffer. For you are great, things are get tougher. Let's waste bed worse than the gutter. Yeah, by word to mention the water. Jesus Christ on the fortress. The darker the night gets, the lighter comes so me now fret. Still not the fire, but me now sweat. Cause Jesus Christ on the fortress. The darker the night gets, the lighter comes so me now fret. Still not the fire, but me now sweat. Cause Jesus Christ on the fortress.
Giving you a taste of the wonderful music that's coming up on the show tonight. And I was doing the show one day and somebody said, "How you keep saying night and it's day?" But if you understand the time zones, so it's day for you, it's night for me. But guess what? We're gonna have a wonderful show nonetheless. So welcome everyone, and we're gonna give thanks in everything, and that's what the Bible commands us to do. That in everything we should give thanks. And it's hard to give thanks even when things are not going well. And I'm sure you can relate to that. It's like you're wondering, things are not going well in my life, and yet the Bible is telling me in everything I should give thanks. That's a good way to start the show. It's Friday, February 17, 2023. It's already the second month, and before you know it, 10 months left in the year, and we're down to December. But God is still good. It's a pleasure to have on the wonderful platform today. He is a recording artist, he's a singer, songwriter, he's an entrepreneur, he's also an actor and music minister. I speak of no other person than my friend, brother, from another mother, as they would say it, oral Nexchange REID. Stage name Nexchange, and most people would know you by that. Welcome to the Awesome Music Show, brother. How are you doing?
Blessings, man. Blessings, brother. It's a pleasure to be here. I mean, it's just a great joy, to start the new year in the month of February, just doing the awesome music show. Yeah.
All right, bro. All right. Yeah, man. One of the things that I learned about life is that nothing happened before the time, because you should have been on
Yeah.
this show several different times, but different
Yeah.
things.
More than one occasion. Yeah.
Yeah, man. But you're on tonight, and even if you
Yeah.
lose the live feed, we can't say this gone on in history because you're on the show. You're on the
You
show.
understand?
Yeah, man, definitely. So I want to, before I even go into that, I want to big up Bishop Dexter Johnson Jr., Dexter Johnson Jr., and the entire team at the Jamaica Youth for Christ doing a wonderful job in
Yes.
Jamaica. If you know about Genesis, anybody that's on tonight, if you know anything about Genesis,
Yeah.
Jamaica Youth for Christ has been doing Genesis. I mean, so many years. I don't know how much years, but I'm sure
Well,
over.
last year they celebrate their 75th anniversary.
Wow, wow,
And
wow,
I
wow.
mean, for 75 years for a non-profit organization, Christian organization, going, we're going strong, you
Yeah,
know.
man. Yeah, man. Yeah,
And
man.
I
Yeah.
am glad to be a part of Jamaica Youth for Christ, trust me.
Yeah, man,
Yeah.
definitely. I shared with Jamaica Youth for Christ several times in their youth
Mm.
outreach programs, Genesis, you name it. So big up to the team. Big up to the
Yeah.
team. So today we want to talk about a number of things on this interview. And I know that a lot of people may see Nexchange on stage, but just don't know exactly anything much about Nexchange. And when we
Yeah.
do interviews, we try to expose who the artist really is. That people can appreciate your music more when they listen to something in your song. They can say, "Oh, so you're speaking from personal experience." So tell us a little bit
Yeah.
about who Nexchange is, your upbringing, your background as a young man, and a little details of where you're from. You can go ahead and give us that.
Well, I'm from Jamaica. I grew up in the parish of St. Catherine, a community called Toyspen. Um,
Mhm.
I grew up on basically grew up in a Christian home, basically grew in a church from baby come right up. So I am not a bad person as some people would give their testimony that they're coming from this place and robbing people and all these things. I don't have those testimonies to share. But
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I grew up with my grandmother. I mean, I'm at church. There's nothing that keep a church that I don't keep. And when I'm said nothing, from women's fellowship to senior citizens meeting, all these things,
Oh, we did that.
But growing up and in church, they used to have a sound system where I used to live. So, sometimes we sneak out of the house and we go, we always a part of the music that they were playing. So, you just develop this love for the music. They would
Yes.
teach me how to fix speakers, amplifiers, play sound and stuff like that. When your grandmother figured out all of that, she shipped to come Kingston. But coming to
Mhm.
Kingston, then I met two guys who went to Marvel the Gospel Church, and they were the one who grew me into the direction of staying on the path for God. Because
Mhm.
you're on your own. Because when I moved come to Kingston, my mom was leaving to Cayman, you know, and we basically grew up on your own. But with those friends, trust me, they keep me on the right path, and
Yeah, that's good.
I'm thankful for them. And anyway, me go, me always big them up, Anjo and Kirk, you know, they keep me on the right path. And here I am today, still praising God, not let him down no matter what, you know.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that's just me. Yeah,
yeah, man. It's a journey because sometimes God just put some people in your life at the right time, and
yeah.
when those people come in your life, they sometimes we lose friends along the way, but it's
Hmm.
really important to know that sometimes those same friends that you meet from early in your life will carry on and help
Yeah,
to groom you and make you the person that you are today. So really big up to Andrew and your other friend. Yeah, man.
yeah.
Blessings. So in terms of the shift to Kingston, you had an early intro to the technical side of music, but how
Yes.
did the actual stage part of it started? I mean, maybe jump in the interview a little bit, but anxious
All
to
right.
hear how the part started from the technical side to that
Yeah,
other part.
yeah. Well, basically, when I moved come to Kingston, then a group of young people we used to link up at church. I mean, and then now out of that birth the group called Visions.
Hmm.
With that group, then the same two guys who I mentioned, Andrew and Kirk and myself, we started to do our own DJing stuff. So we start to DJ, because in Jamaica we DJ. You understand? We call it DJ. So we start our own stuff, and then now with that, Jamaica Youth for Christ, Gary Blake, he was the first person who introduced us to the platform of Genesis. That time we wrote our first song, Satan Can't Get Me Again. Um, we wrote that song. How I sing it on record, it was totally different back then. We imitate one of Beanie Man's song, and we create a one little thing to it. You understand? Because I mean, getting in the music, you always find somebody who you imitate. And that's where it started from. Each one of us have our own visions. Everybody wants to do something different in life. You know, from that group, then I went to I was with our next group. And then now the guy in the group, Miguel, he's still my friend today because he's my barber. As I said, everybody branch off do their own stuff. He was the one who introduced me to Kevin Butler, who he's the one who runs Lazarus Productions. And from there and then now, the music started to grow. Record the first song, you know, um, and from there, that's where it started to grow.
All right, yeah, man. Sorry about that. So connections from one end to the other, and it just keeps going and
Yes.
going until we're looking at some real good songs coming out from your catalog on the
Yeah.
show. What a big those who are in the chat. Evangelist Melvin Thomas, thank you so much. Sister Izzy, Sister Michelle, thank you so much for joining, and all those who are on tonight. Really appreciate you being on. We're talking to Minister Nexchange out of Kingston, Jamaica. And trust me, it's a pleasure having him on the show. And it's really good. It's really good. We're having some form of technical issue, but let's keep rolling. And feel free
Yeah.
to give me
Yeah.
a feedback in the chat if there's any. But in terms of your first recording, though, can you remember what was like your first recording like outside of the group, because you've been in a part of two groups, which a lot of musicians and singers end up being members of groups, then they go solo. So how was your solo experience, your first recording? How did that go for
Well,
you?
my first recording, it was a night we just at the studio. We were just vibing. It
Yeah.
was, I think that night we stay at the studio until daylight. And we were just there vibing. And there was this song that I did change. This me that one fizzy. This me that one fizzy. I change. That time Rising Star, we had Christopher Martin, who the Rising Star 1/3. You was just talking about some stuff that we want to change. So, that was my first recording, you know. And trust me, it was a wonderful feeling just recording the song and then listening back to yourself through the speakers. And then now the most surprising part of it when I feel so good is when I hear it on the radio start to play and I was like, what? You know?
Gonna lead.
So it was a wonderful feeling, trust me.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know. Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's good. That's good. And then you have gone
Mhm.
on to do so many different songs, so many different shows. We're going to be talking about some of the countries you have gone to minister and all that you have been doing in the ministry for all
Yeah.
these years. And it's really, really a pleasure to listen to all of that. But let's take a little bit of one of your tracks. That's great. And
Yeah.
trust me, this is a wonderful,
Yeah.
wonderful track. We have several songs to play for you tonight. And this is how we do it. Second song from the catalog of Nexchange Music.
You
I know I might sound a little bit nasal, but guess what? The flu is trying a thing. But it's not gonna win, eh?
gotta tell you, come let me tell you how me Jesus great. Come let me tell you how me Jesus great.
If you know this song,
Jesus great.
sing along with it.
Oh, me Jesus great. For me Jesus seems so 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 great. 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread. When the check a stack 5,000 got fed. Him sell Lazarus rise and him resurrected. 2 Moses him in the Red Sea parted. Yeah. Him heal all the deaf and the blind. Chase all the demons them in the swine. Him come and save all mankind. All of them use sword and joke him in inside. Come let me tell you how me Jesus great. Come let me tell you how me Jesus great. Come let me tell you how me Jesus great. Come let me tell you how me Jesus great. And for me Jesus seems so great. For me Jesus seems so great. And for me Jesus seems so great. For me Jesus seems so great. Jesus, him are the ultimate prize. Him are from the eyes, no man to the Father, but through Jesus Christ. That's why me have to give all praise unto Christ. Me that love to walk on streets of gold. That's why me beg God have mercy upon my soul. In my life, Him have control. Listen to this story of my little soul.
Jesus great. Live on the Awesome Music Show, Friday, February 17th, Nexchange Music. Sound of Nexchange Music live on the Awesome Music Show. Jesus great. Guess what? You can big up your God, whoever you worship, whatever you worship, or you gonna up our Jesus, our God. We know He's great. We know He's great. That's really powerful. In terms of, you have several songs, and we're going to be talking about even some of your EP, album, you name it, and several other things that you have under your catalog. But in terms of when did you put out like your first project, your first EP, or your first album? Can you recall all of that?
Um, the first, all right, the first album. I don't remember when I did it, but I don't remember the date. I think it's maybe about. I'm not sure. I mean, I don't want to get it wrong, the wrong year. But
That's fine. That's fine.
yeah, but I know it's somewhere in 2000 thereabout. The album name is Try Jesus. That's the title of the album.
The
You know,
first one.
because
First. Oh,
for me personally, I mean, for everybody to come and know Christ, it would be a wonderful feeling. Maybe we would have less, we wouldn't have any criminal activity going on in the world.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
that's
that's
why I
true.
give it. That's why I give it that title. Try Jesus. Yeah. So
Right.
that
Yeah,
that
man.
was the first album.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I mean, God has been opening up so much doors for you since you stepped out. Because, as you mentioned, it would be good if our wish as young
Hmm.
men who are serving God would be, yeah, if everybody could have just get saved. But wow,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
reality, it's not happening. There are people
yeah,
getting saved around the world, but the crime is still high, the violence is still high. Just earlier I was just watching a video with some young men somewhere in one of those inner city communities who beat another one because of some other domestic issue. And trust me, it's really, really heartrending. And if you scroll through social media for the whole day, you will
yeah,
find different sad stories. So it's really good when a young man like you can really come out and to declare the gospel through the form of music. Some people
yeah.
preach, some teach. You are doing it through the form of music, and it's really, really a good thing that you're doing that. In terms of your personal music development, though, tell us how that journey has been for you, the improvement, because I'm sure every time you go to record, you do something different, something new, something more exciting. Tell us
Yeah.
how that has been going for you, and some of the people who have come along the way to help you to mold your career into what it is now.
Well, just doing the songs, sometimes listening back, you know, and you know, it always comes down to you rehearsing.
Mm-hmm.
So after you do the song, you don't just do it and leave it there. You
Right.
try to sing it different. You try to, stuff like that. Sometimes one and two words, what you probably say, oh, maybe I could change that, or So you just try. As for me personally, I always listen about my song. I always try to sing in a different style, different way, and stuff like that. I have when I was by Lazarus, he taught me a lot. You know, teach me about keys, um how to pitch your vocals and stuff like that. So he was one of my mentor. And what he have done for me is, trust me, it means a whole lot to me. Because if he wasn't a part of the journey, then there wouldn't be a journey. You
Mm-hmm,
understand?
mm-hmm. Yeah,
And
yeah.
other people came along the way, that give me few pointers here and there. And I'm a person who always open to learn. It's not just my idea alone. If I'm even recording a song, and say, for instance, I'm in the studio, and maybe other artist is there, or maybe even the producer himself will say, don't say that, say this. I just say it. So by the
Mm-hmm.
end of the day, it's not just what I want to do, because it's not a meeting when it comes to music. It's everybody, and from God in the mix with everything, right for me now. Can't go wrong.
Definitely. And
Yeah.
you touch on a good point in terms of always willing to learn, because
Mhm.
as singers and musicians, we don't always have everything, down pat, and a
Mhm.
musician or another producer listening on can give some good insights that we don't even see. So
Yeah.
it's really good you said that, and you're open to corrections, because the more you're open to that kind of correction, you can get out a better song. I mean, we can go with the best idea, but the producer might
Yeah.
hear something different that he thinks might be a more catchy phrase or a catchy line, and that can really go out into the public. And I'm really happy that you got that start with Lazarus, and those who helped to mold your career into what it is today. And that's
Yeah.
really, really good, because you're really gone on a lot of stages locally and overseas. And you could tell us about some of those places that you've been. I know you've been to Poland one of the times. Tell us about that
Yeah.
experience.
Yeah.
What was it like sharing your kind of music with a different region, a different country? I'm not even sure in terms of the level of acceptance. Tell us a little bit about that.
All right. When I went to Poland, Poland, there's not much Jamaicans there,
Mm-hmm.
but people were willing to listen. And there's one thing when it comes to Jamaica, from them hear that, oh, a Jamaican artist, they want to hear what you're bringing to
Yeah.
the table. And they first thing from them said, prior said Jamaica, them say reggae. All right, so we want hear reggae music. You understand?
Yeah, that's
It
good.
was a good experience. It was a great experience. I can't say I have any disappointment. You know, it's just you just know that here in Jamaica and other places around the world where you would go and you would share and people would dance and jump and all these things. There is about much more subtle, type of vibe. They're willing to
Mhm.
sit down and maybe have a drink and just listen to you. But
Yeah.
it's after you walk off the stage and people can come, persons can walk up to you and say, "Awesome ministry. I enjoy your songs." I mean, it speaks a lot of volume. So that was one of the key things. Because I mean, here in Jamaica, we used to, you go on a stage and you sing, people dance and but there it does open my eyes to something totally different. To just
Yeah.
let you know that it's not everywhere you go, people will want to dance and sing. Some people just want to sit down, but at the
Mhm.
same time they sit down, they're still listening because they
Yeah.
want to know what you have to bring to them. And as for me, as a gospel artist, I always try my best to do songs that encourage and uplift the soul. So
Mhm.
they want to know what I bring to the table. What can I bring to them to uplift their soul? So
Oh,
yeah,
wow. Well, that is powerful because a lot of artists need to hear this because
yeah,
going to different countries to minister and sing your music, you have to go with a mindset that you have to adjust and adapt to their situation because you can't just go and
yeah,
say, "Oh, this is how we do it," and you go with a ball of fire ready to drop it on them.
yeah,
Understand? You have to know how to really, I mean, deliver it as you say in a more subtle way because there might not be people who want to run up and down and jump and do certain things.
yeah,
So you have to go to deliver the music, and that's really, really powerful because young artists coming in the business need to learn these things, stagecraft, how to
yeah,
adapt yourself to different territories, different cultures. I mean, giving them your music, but in a way that they can accept it. And as you
yeah,
said, somebody can come up to you after the show to say, "Hey, I was blessed by your ministry," and that is really, really
yeah,
good. I want to take this time out to big up my cousin Monica McLean. Thank you so much. Also, my sister Julian. Thank you so much for joining. It's a pleasure having you on the show. And you mentioned a song earlier from one of your first production, Try Jesus. Let's just listen a little bit of Try Jesus, and then we go back into some other aspects of the interview. Blessings, blessings.
yeah.
Thank you so much for all those who are on the live today. Be blessed, be blessed.
This is something that you have to try.
And this is what we wish everybody would do.
And tell him my mind.
But we know, guess what? It takes
Me
time.
want you to try Jesus. Me say me want you to try Jesus. You try everything on it. So try Jesus. You try everything on it.
One of the earlier songs,
Jesus.
first album.
Me want you to try Jesus. Me say me want you to try Jesus. You try everything on it. So try Jesus. You try everything on it. So try Jesus.
Lyrics.
Jesus, him and the light of the way. Follow Jesus, we know you can't stray. Everybody listen to me, come here for me. I say because of Jesus Christ, we come here today. That's why me take the word, let me take one of the and pass it on to the streets young way. If you have on your mind, you know them the save. Look on your neighbor, tell them say, me say me want you to try Jesus. Me say me want you to try Jesus. Try everything on it, so try Jesus. Try everything on it, so try Jesus. Me say me want you to try Jesus. Me say me want you to try Jesus. Try everything on it, so try Jesus. Hear me now. Try everything on it, so try Jesus. You know why? Jesus, he never never feel me yet. Straight on the road of this, so me a take run. But Jesus said me not left yet. Jesus is the light of the world, so me not need no diamonds and pearl. Every day me get up to deep on the word and tell it to the boys and the girls. So me say me want you to try Jesus. Say me
What a message.
you try.
What a song.
You try everything and it feels so try Jesus. You try everything and it feels so try Jesus. Me say me want you to try
Try
Jesus.
Jesus is the title of that song. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. That was his first album, a cut from his first album, the title from his first album. And guess what? It's a message that none of us can deny. No matter what you try, when at the end of the day, we want you to try Jesus. All right, all right. So what was the reception like for this album though? Because being your first album, I know you're anxious, you want to put something out and everything, but what was the reception like for those who were hearing this for the first time?
It, honestly, it was more than something that I expect, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, because you're preparing to put out an album. Um, I'm a person. I'm always hands-on in everything I do, you know.
hmm,
So the majority of the work, I was hands-on doing it, the groundwork, everything. So, you're doing it. You have doubts that it may not work out and stuff like that. But I just follow the voice in my head. As them always say, God speak. But we people we always say, oh, the little voice they will follow it. You understand?
yeah, yeah,
And trust me, the night was a successful night. I see people from all different places turn out to support.
yeah,
Just the ministry and the journey. You know, sometimes you're there and you're doing music and you're wondering who is really there supporting. But
yeah,
on that night, I see true supporters come up.
yeah. That's
And trust me, it was a blessing.
That's really good. And you mentioned Marvel Gospel Hall earlier as well. I want to big up all the members, the leadership and members of Marvel Gospel Hall. We've been there before for
Yes.
sure. And trust me, wonderful, wonderful family of people. And it's really, really good. All those who are joining, Kimberly Thompson, Wifey, thank you so much for joining. Faith Connection, thank you so much for joining as well. Blessings to you. We're talking to Minister Nexchange on this wonderful Friday, February 17th. The year is going so fast, and it's really a blessing. More than one album, several songs, several collaborations, several ministry appearances locally and overseas. I've had the pleasure to share stage with this wonderful gentleman in Jamaica in the US, and trust me, it has been really, really good. If you should say tonight that you have a favorite song in your catalog, what would be one of your favorite songs that anywhere you go, people want you to sing that song? Because I know a few, because I've seen you on several.
Yeah,
So
but
what,
I
I know
mean
that's a
that
hard question for any artist, but what would
that
be one
that
of
is
your
one of the hardest one right now. I mean, it's one of the hardest one. But
yeah,
I would say try Jesus, and the reason why I would say that because
yeah.
most of the ministry is street evangelism, and we're
Hmm.
always on the road. So if I should share and don't sing that song, by the time I come off the stage, I would be like, so what happened to try Jesus?
So you have to
Because by the end of the day, I mean, that's the message that they need people to hear.
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah,
but to be honest with you, all these songs are my favorite songs.
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know to pick a specific song to say this song exactly is my favorite song.
All right, all right. That
Because
that
all these songs they speak to me at a different level. You understand?
yeah, definitely, definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah, man. So that's good, man. Because we're gonna be talking about some collaborations on your songs. We hear different
Yeah.
voices, and We're gonna be talking about some collaborations. But one of the songs that I know for sure that people always request is this song.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, I tell you that.
I've heard this song so many different times. And guess what?
I tell you that. Come to praise the Lord. I got to tell you. Oh, yes, I got to tell you that.
One of my favorites.
Come to
Greetings, Terry Teachers Consultancy. Thank you so much.
I tell you that. Doesn't matter what the doctors have told you. It need no matter if your bills are even overdue. I come to give him praise. Praise to the ancients of days. Cause the sticks and stones I come to praise the Lord.
I'm sure you can sing
Oh,
this.
yes, I tell you that. Come to praise the Lord. I tell you that. No frown you're wearing, manifest turn it upside down. Cause Jesus gone to make you smile, shoot that dark cloud. We've been made good tonight, tomorrow in the broad daylight. Just lift your hands up because Jesus gone to tell you that. Come to praise the Lord.
Big tune, big tune, big tune, big tune. If you want to hear all the full song, guess what? You can check him out on YouTube, Nexchange Music. You can find his music on all digital platforms. And trust me, support the ministry, support the music. Wonderful, wonderful songs coming through from Nexchange on this wonderful show. And so many things to talk about. We need more than an hour to really talk about the different aspects of this wonderful music minister, his ministry, and all that he has been going through your musical career, though, and your connection with the Jamaica Youth for Christ. Outside of music, you do two other things. You're an entrepreneur, and I'm wearing one of your caps on purpose tonight, and also my shirt for those who can see a little bit of my shirt. The awesome music shirt. These are done by you, and we have several other things that you have done. But you are an actor. You have been involved in more than one movie at the Jamaica Youth for Christ, and also you do your own business outside of music. Tell us a little bit about that, and also give all the details so people can support what you do and be a part of your ministry. Tell us about those two experiences.
Well, let me start off with the acting part of it.
Yeah,
I enjoy doing drama.
yeah,
You know, so drama was something that you're going to church, you do that, and then when being a part of Jamaica Youth for Christ now, Judith and her husband, Barry Vision Flynn, they had the idea of shooting a movie just another Friday because Jamaica Youth for Christ have a drama group here, and it was just so surprising I was a part of it. And
didn't have to go to New York to be chosen, right in Jamaica.
no, I didn't have to went to Hollywood or anything like that. It was just like, I don't know if maybe them see me and just said, this man does look like drama. So I could just the first movie was Just Another Friday Part 1. It was when she come to me with it, the idea, I was just ready to go. I didn't know anything about reading script. I didn't know anything about none of the above, but it went well. It was showing on our TV station here. We did tours with it in the States and stuff like that. And we did part 2. Part 2 went well just the same. So that little acting side, we still have it, but big up to Barry Visions. They make one of my dream come true, just being on TV, being a part of an entire movie, and not just one, but 1, 2. And and fillers for other movies. So if you're watching other movies that they produce, you may glimpse me here and there.
Oh,
Regarding printing on shirts, I love to do I love art. When I was going to school, I loved to do art and craft. That was one of my favorite subjects, you know.
yes.
Yeah, man. So and for me, I just always like to be different. So it just at a place where when I started my printing, it was when I did the album launch. That's when I
Mm-hmm.
first started my printing.
Right, right.
And I just link up with the printers, and Sky Printers, big up the entire team at Sky Printers. They're the one who showed me all these things, and it was just something that I love. People used to think I used to work there because I would be like there like almost every day for the week. Sometimes
Yeah.
I help them print. Well, they print and I will let them fold stuff and and stuff like that. So from there now, um, the first thing came to my mind was God is in control.
Wow, wow.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, I want this on a shirt. So otherwise, from printing the shirts for the album launch, that was the first thing came to my mind. Outside of
Mm-hmm.
that, God is in control, and I put it on a shirt, and it's the same shirt that I did have on the day. I take it off and then put it on it, and I just wear it, and people just see it and like it. So I say, you know what, I'm going to capitalize on this,
Mm-hmm.
and from here now, everything just start to grow. God is in control. I have one, trust God and live. This is a new one, chosen. Um,
Mm-hmm.
put God first. So all of what I've done is mostly faith based.
Yes.
I do printing outside of that for like if someone wants something to get done, I still get do that. And it's been a wonderful feeling. Just to know that you're doing what you love.
Yes.
Because when you're doing what you love, you don't have to kill yourself to do it.
Definitely. Yeah.
So
It just comes naturally.
so yeah, so from and then going to school, they always teaching us to be an entrepreneur and all these things. So, those things I just capitalize on, and
Mhm.
I just do what I have to do. Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. So I mean, you do caps as well. I love my cap. I rock it every now and then.
Yeah, man, I
God
do
is in
cap,
control.
concert,
Yeah.
anything you can think of.
Right, right.
I'll get
Oh,
it done. If you want mugs, anything you can think of, I will get it done.
right.
So
And it's a powerful statement too. I mean,
yeah,
when I put on that shirt and I step out, I mean, that's a message that somebody wants to see. It can just be a message that will change the mood
yeah,
for some for the day because the
yeah.
situation they're going through might not be good, and that can be a
Mhm.
statement. Hey, listen, God is in
Yeah, and
control, and
funny
that.
enough, I was in California, and this guy saw me in the T-shirt, the God is in control T-shirt, and he came across and he was like, "Your shirt made my day," you know,
Mm-hmm.
because he was there and he was standing up and he was smoking. So I just come outside and just stand up there, and he saw the shirt and he was like, "Your shirt made my day." So just imagine you wearing a shirt. It's not for fashion, but it's a statement itself. Although with the shirt you can get different colors and any style you want. So, but it's not just a fashion statement, it's a statement itself that God is in control. Despite whatever you're going through, God is in control of your life.
Whoa, whoa, that is so powerful. That is so powerful. And
Mhm.
I mean, we were talking before the show how sometimes you write some songs and those songs become a vital part of your life. Tell us a little bit about how some of your songs came to real life for you in terms of your personal encouragement. You travel all over the place, encouraging
Yeah.
others. Your songs came about as a means of encouragement. Tell us a little bit about
All
that.
right. For me now, um, every song I do is a testimony
Yeah.
from from Satan can't get me again come right. You know, when I did come to praise the Lord, if you notice the verse, it doesn't matter what the doctors have told you.
Yeah.
I mean,
No matter if your bills are even overdue.
you understand? And I mean, sometimes you have the bills to take care of. You don't
Yeah.
see that money. You know, you have to depend on God. I mean, you're sick and something, whatever happened to you, you don't really want the doctor to tell us I saw it going on. But sometimes the doctor will give you a news where it's very shocking.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, you know that for you have God in your corner. You
Yeah.
know, so evil art. So in December when I went to the hospital and all these things, I get to realize that I have lymphoma cancer. And then all these songs start to coming back. I was saying to myself, God, me wonder if I did I prepare me because
Mm-hmm.
you know that this was going to happen. Because after I did that song, remember God is in control.
Yeah.
You understand? So
Mm-hmm.
all these songs they encourage me when I was in the hospital in December because I mean I could when I got sick and I reached a place where you know every morning I wake up I say Lord you wake me up for a reason. So
Indeed.
the reason why
Indeed.
you wake me up is must a purpose you have for me. So every morning you get up you just know say all right you wake up you're here to praise God. You know that God is in control. You know that you're blessed. You know
Mm-hmm.
that better days are ahead. You know, you know, you know that
Get
in
on.
everything you must give thanks. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
and the list goes on. You know, and I'm like when I just sit down and just reflect. There's this song that has been on me from early last year, Overcomer. That's who I am. You know, me
Yeah.
just get up one early morning and the chorus just stuck with me and get the verses. Then it's not recorded as yet. You know, it was supposed to record it early this last year, but then now when I got sick, then you know that didn't happen. But you know when I just reflect on all of those songs to where I am now, you know,
Yeah.
God give me those songs for a reason, you know.
Oh, oh,
So
oh. Really powerful.
yeah,
Really powerful. And I mean, you might be on tonight on the show, and you're listening, and you're saying, "Whoa, I've listened song number one, song number two, song number three.
yeah,
They all have a message." And as a writer of books, I'm seeing on this on the show as well, Karen Johnson, my good friend. Thank you so much for joining. Also, is that AIZ Vlogs. Hope I'm saying that right. Thank you so much for joining. If you're on tonight, Minister Dorian Charles, thank you so much for joining as well. And it's really a pleasure having you on. Just listening to
yeah,
songs, bro. They all have a message, and it's so
yeah,
powerful when your own song can minister back to you because you write the
yeah,
song from an inspiration from a place, not knowing that at some point in your life, then you will have to be using this very song. And if David asked his soul, why art thou cast down? Why art thou disquieted within me? And that's
yeah,
really powerful that the songs could really bless you like that. And it's really good because God will bring you through. And if you're on this live tonight, whatever situation you're going through, we know that God will bring you through because He is that kind of God. He's a everything God. Somebody posted Faith Connection is prescriptive, and that's really good. Thank you so much, Sister Michelle, for helping me to co-host. Really a pleasure having you on, and it's a blessing. It's a blessing. But major collaboration with a few persons. I'm not gonna sound anything, but tell us about some of the collaborations you've had, and I'm gonna be playing at least two of them. One of the earlier songs that I played, you had someone else on that track. Tell us about that person on the track, the first song that I played, and also some of your other collaborations. Tell us a little bit about, and I'm gonna be touching a little bit of each of those collaborations on the show before we close tonight.
So all right, the first song that I played was "Give Thanks." That is an ex good friend of mine, Jay. That
Yeah.
you know I got that rhythm from Rolando Blake.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so when I got the rhythm now, you know, it's just that's the first thing come to my mind. Give thanks, you know.
Yeah.
And Jada and I, you know, we were talking and stuff like that, and then now we were by Arif Butler Studio. That's when that song came about, and you know, it when I started that song, it was I didn't see it as me alone doing the song. You know, so sometimes when God ready to place people around you, know, I mean, it's a reason why I put them around you. Because if Jada wasn't supposed to be on the track, he wouldn't be at the studio. You understand? So and then when the song when it did his verse, I was like, you know, everything does sound very they just complement each other. You know, and
right.
yeah, so that's how that song came about. In when I did
Bless.
so yeah, sorry about that.
That's fine.
When I the song Better Days.
Yeah.
Better Days was a song I was QB send me the track.
Yeah.
And QB send me the track. I was just there, you know, vibing to the track and thing. Then the day you and I link up, and I was just listening to the track. And then now, you know, it's like I had the chorus, but then now the verse just start to come. And then now everything does work as a I mean, these collabs they have to explain how they come by. Because it's not like a situation where I said, hey, I want it to be a part of this. It was just a situation where
spontaneous.
Yeah, you know, and I mean we went up by QB studio, big up to Chris and Brown. And everything does come together and it does gel. You know, same thing, it is a testimony because even your verse itself is a testimony, you know. And
good.
Doing that song sometimes, as I said, those songs encourage and motivate me.
Yeah.
You know, and the verse itself is a testimony itself because the struggles them real. Sometimes you fall on some things, so you just want, you know, you fall on depression and all those stuff. So as much as you know, even my verse where I have been explaining my situation, it's like they are reason as a bridge, you know, and you come back and you make me know, say, you know, you know. But God has been awesome. Yeah.
Indeed.
The next,
that's really good, man.
Track that I did, with Canute Neil Ellis. Canute just come to Jamaica. He linked me up. He said to me, say, Nexchange, we have a track. And I believe say you must define it. I went to look for him the night we were there vibing to the track. Went up by Fab 5 studio. And that's where we record that song. Jay that came there too. Because you know we're there and you know that song is a whole different feel of song for me. If you when you hear that song you realize that the rhythm pattern is different. You know, just everything different about the song. You know, after when I did that track, Jay that came by, he heard it, you know. Give me a few pointers, give me a couple lines, you know, record the complete song and thing. Canute said to me, oh, he wanted to do something on it. He did it, sent it to me, I think, and I was like, yeah man, you know. And that was just about it. You know, and
Yeah, yeah.
I am, and these songs just, I mean, these collabs, they are just something else. I mean, they let me look at things different, you know, just knowing that two different person can come together and do something that makes sense, pleasing God.
Mhm. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So otherwise, from you can write your own song, but when two different person come together to do a collab and it make a lot of sense, it speaks different type of value.
Really, really good. Really, really good, bro. All right. So guess what? I know a few people saying they want to hear better days. I want to end the show with better days because I know when we go out, we have been to several different places, we have been to several different schools together, and we know
Yeah.
the impact of better days. And I keep telling Nexchange, and it's not because I'm on the track, but every time we do the song, every time I play the song, it's a blessing to me and it's an
Mhm.
encouragement. It doesn't matter what you're going through in life, the song is futuristic. It keeps telling you that better days are ahead. So even if you think
Yeah.
you have better now, there's still
Mhm.
better coming. And we watch young people dance to that song. We watch young people, being blessed by that song, singing it and stuff. So I'm gonna be ending with that song, but I just want to take a little bit of Canute Bless just before I touch that song. And I'm
Yeah.
sure you would excuse me, Sister Izzy, just a little bit of I am blessed by Canute and Nexchange. A different vibe to Nexchange music. And trust me, this is gonna be a blessing as well. And then I'm gonna just let him share his contact details, how we can get shirts, caps, you name it from him, lifestyle prints, Nexchange music, the whole works. And then we're going to be calling it a wrap on the show with better days. So stick and stay for those who are watching. Also, Annery, thank you so much for joining and for sharing on the show, for your support. Really, really appreciate it. The Me Movement LLC, thank you so much for joining as well. But let's listen to a little bit of I Am Blessed,
Yeah,
featuring Grammy nominated
yeah.
record producer Canute Ellis. Big up to you, Canute. Different vibe, a different feel.
Wake up in the morning, open up my eyes. I say thank you, Jah, for keeping me alive. Wake up in the morning,
Having a little challenge with my sound, but I hope you're still hearing me clear and loud,
I say thank you, Jah.
especially those on the Instagram platform.
I know I'm blessed. I am blessed. Too blessed to be stressed. Yes, I know I'm blessed. I am blessed. Too blessed to be stressed. Yesterday me we go mountain tall, but me pray for that God of blessings start fall. All of us play giant smart. Me pray for that God because me know it not start. Earth is the limits of the sky. You want me comfort, you keep me calm. You come with your negative
Coming up, Sister Izzy.
word and go bang go on. I know I'm blessed. I am blessed. Too blessed to be stressed. Yeah, I know I'm blessed. I am blessed. Too blessed to be stressed. I say it's a
Hear this
picture.
now.
You don't say me no worry about the bill them. Father got to take care of all. You don't say me no worry about my time. Me just dance and shine. You know me no worry where them check. Think your bad test, we got dance and pet. Be blessed, no time to be gon' stress. Be blessed, be blessed, be blessed.
I'm blessed. Too blessed to be stressed. Wonderful, wonderful.
I am blessed, too blessed to be stressed.
Wow, that's a good one. Love it, love it. Too blessed to be stressed. Guess what? When we count our blessings and we compare them to the things that we are going through, we realize that we are really, really, really blessed. I really,
Yep.
really love this track by Nexchange featuring Canute Ellis. Or is the other way around? Canute featuring Nexchange. How you do it?
Well, I think it's just the both of us.
Yeah, yeah,
So it
yeah.
don't matter which way turn, it does.
Still good.
But
Still good. Still good.
yeah. But trust me, this song was it brought me out of Michelle. If you notice,
Yeah,
this song more of a more cruising and
yeah,
suckling type of vibe, Yeah. So
definitely, definitely.
yeah. So I mean, as I said, God just lay some things on my heart, and we just
Mhm.
deliver them as we go by. It's not
Yes,
about me, it's just what God want me to get done. So
definitely,
I'm just
definitely.
glad that every day Him just choose me as a vessel.
Hmm.
Despite all of our flaws and all these things, Him choose us. And as long as we willing to follow Him and obey Him, He will always use us. So it was just as I said, it's an awesome. Because we there for the awesome show, so it's an
Yeah, yeah,
awesome
yeah.
feeling.
Bless it, bless it, bless it, bless it.
Yeah,
Love
yeah,
it, bro. Love it. And big up to Canute. He's a Grammy nominated record producer. I didn't even know Canute could sing. When I saw you release the song with Canute, I said, "Whoa, Canute could sing." I know as producer and musician and stuff, but really, really awesome. Big up, Sister Izzy, confirming that as well. So it's really, really good, and it's a song that we can say, "I'm too blessed to be stressed." Yes, the stress will come. Yes, the sad days will come, the good days. But we are going to be counting our blessings to say we're too stressed, too blessed
yeah,
to be stressed. Let me get that right. Too blessed.
yeah,
Yes. All right. Whoa, we could spend the entire day on this show, bro. So much more to touch. I can't even touch all the other songs, but I want
yeah.
to share just your final message, yeah, a very short message to those who are on tonight, especially young people. We see what's happening with young people. Not to say old people don't get in trouble and give trouble, but trust me, younger generation, they are so tempted, they are full of energy, they are always getting themselves in trouble. So give us a message, especially the young people. Share your contact details, how we can get the shirts and everything. Compliments of Nexchange Music, the awesome music show. Love it, love it, love it, love it. And we're gonna be having several different colors. If you want shirts too from the awesome catalog, you can get as well. We can get those designed and delivered to you. So tell us how we can get your merchandise, and I know you do delivery even overseas. So tell us a little bit about that, and then we're going to be dropping the song "Better Days" to end the show on a high note tonight. Go ahead, bro.
All right. I want to encourage not just young people but everyone.
Yeah.
Just try your best to keep yourself out of trouble. Um, for me personally, what keep me going, is just as I said. For me, God keep me going, and the love that I have for people. And I want to tell everyone, I say love is a powerful thing,
Yes.
and we need to show more love to each other. I mean, be more kind to each other. And as I encourage each and every one, not just young people alone, speaking in general,
Mhm.
let's show love, show kindness. When there is a disagreement, we either can walk away from it. Let us try to reason out things instead of to try to be angry at each other and want to take each other life. It don't make any sense, you know.
Yeah.
Um, because taking somebody life doesn't going to make you be a better person, or stuff like that. I mean, put your trust in God. If you don't know Jesus as a personal savior, give him a try. I mean, without him we're nothing. Always remember that God is in control of your life.
Hmm.
Always remember that no matter what you're going through, better days are ahead. Always remember that you're blessed. You understand? And you just keep on moving forward into what God wanted to do. And when the enemy coming at you, you just keep on making noise. Say, Satan, you can't get me again.
Powerful, powerful, bro. Powerful. Love it, love it, love it. And
Yeah,
God is love, and we focusing on the gift of love for the month of February. And all the speakers, all the artists that will be coming on the show, really, really, really going to be talking about that. Thank you so much,
yeah,
Sister Colette, Me Movement LLC, for being on the show as well, and for supporting. Really, real pleasure. Share your contact details with us, bro. How we can contact you for shows, for bookings, and also to support your business in terms of your t-shirts and all your merchandise, spreading the positive messages. God is in control, and all the other that you have in your catalog. Share your contact details with us.
Well, all right. You can find me on all social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram. I'm on TikTok. You know, you just shoot me a message there. Nexchange, Nexchange. Shoot me a message. If you go online, you will see all my contact details from my email to my contact number. I'm very easy to find. From you type in Nexchange, you will definitely find me. If you type in Nexchange, you can type in Nexchange Music, you will definitely find me. Send me a message, I'll definitely respond to you, you know, and then we can move on from there with more information.
All right, powerful, powerful. So any social media platform, any X,
And social, yes. Nexchange.
Nexchange, and you can find him and send him a DM for any of the merchandise that you see. If you want something from the Awesome Music Show, just the same, we can get that delivered to you. So really, really awesome, really, really awesome. So we want to thank you so much, bro, for sharing your music, your ministry, your testimony with us tonight, that God is really in control, and powerful to share that even some of your own songs came back around to be your own encouragement, and it's really, really a pleasure to have you on the show. It's long awaited interview, but guess what? Nothing happens before the time. I want to end on a wonderful note, to just encourage everyone that God is in control. I wish I had Sister Easy Live to introduce this song, that it doesn't matter what you're going through, God is in control. All right, bro. So let's introduce the song.
But you can't end the song. You have to go end the song. You have to go end the show with two songs.
Yeah.
God is in control, and better days. I mean.
Whoa. I'm checking in the catalog. I don't think I have better day. I mean, God is in control. I'm not saying God is in control, but guess what?
You don't have that one.
Right. You can find the song on the YouTube channel, Nexchange Music YouTube channel. God is in control. And you can support that song, download it, and do it. But guess what? Introduce the song, bro, so we can drop it and send Sister Izzy on our way, because I know Sister Izzy has a lot of things to do. So go ahead. Introduce
Which one? Which one?
Better days.
All right. I don't know what to say. Huh? All right. So, no, I guess you should intro it.
All right. So guess what? If you're going through anything in your life and you need to know that there's better days, this is a song that will encourage you. A really, really good track from Dayle and Nexchange. And trust me, big up to QB Productions and Steel Plate Rhythms. God is in control. And also, we want to just bless up everybody on this track right now. Better days are ahead. It doesn't matter what you're going through. Just be blessed. Just be confident that better days are ahead.
Dayle play.
This is how we're taking you all of the show on a Friday. February 17th, 2023. More time from the top. Somebody give you some dance lesson.
We struggle them long enough here. Time for me face, but me heart need a face. Sometimes me say me feel like me break it. Life on a rope, sometimes me feel to take it. Sometimes I wonder how I make it. Mercy I got, I appreciate it. Me don't know the struggles I go through, but one thing me have to tell you, better days are ahead. Yeah. Better days are ahead. Better days are ahead, yeah. Better days are ahead. When I fall on my knees and I call on the Father,
Support for the music.
let just get Father. Emotionally, sorrow and ashes. So now I praise you, I lift you.
Hey, Sister Izzy, one
As you
time.
come true for me.
Remember to support Sister Izzy on her platforms. Sister Izzy started her online radio station on the 6th of January. We want you to support Sister Izzy. Also, her mom, as they broadcast on a weekly basis.
We struggles them
Better
take
days.
it. I put the face up here, I need a face it. Sometimes it me feel like we break it. Life on a road, sometimes me feel to take it. Sometimes I wonder how I make it. Mercy I got, I appreciate it. Me no know the struggles you go through, but one thing me have to tell you, hey, better days are ahead. Yeah. Better days are ahead.
Bless you, Sister Izzy. Faith Connection, thank you.
Days are ahead, yeah. Better days are ahead. When I fall on my knees and I call on the Father, under pressure, and I feel so just get Father. Emotionally, sorrow and ashes. So now I praise you, I lift you up, cause you're so good for me. Better days are ahead, yeah. Better days are ahead. I know that better days are ahead, yeah. Better days are ahead. Keep on moving, keep on shining. I know better days are ahead. So I won't give up, won't give in. Cause better days are ahead. Better days are ahead. I'm talking about better days. Better days are ahead. Better days are ahead. Yeah. Better days are ahead. The future is in God's hands. Destiny is already written. I'm saying better days. The path is there. Oh, I said better days. I just you for walking like Dayle. I'm out. Better days, better days. I said better days. I know.
All right, from the Awesome Music Show, thank you so much for joining tonight and for being a part of the wonderful show. It's a pleasure having you on tonight, and it's my pleasure being your host one more time on the Awesome Music Show. And we want you to know that this is a blessed day, and as I've always said, it's another awesome day given to us by an awesome God. Awesome. And we know that God is a good God, and it doesn't matter what you are going through, that doesn't change the fact that He's still a good God. So as we go tonight from this wonderful show, thank you so much for sharing on the show. Carter, thank you so much for joining. All those who are on the platform, I'm almost sure my mom is on as well. Thank you so much for joining, and all my other family members. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sister Izzy, Sister Michelle, Evangelist Melvina, Thomas, all those who are on. Thank you so much, Karen, my cousin, Monica, all those who are on tonight. If I didn't call your name, just know that we appreciate you being on. This is wonderful interview. I could just talk to this. I've learned so much about him and after so many years. But it seems like I need to set up more interview with some of my friends. I learned some other things about here, happening. But it's really, really good to have you on the show, bro. I was blessed by you. I'm sure others were blessed as well. Blessings to everyone that's on. As we go, we're gonna be live again on Monday. On Wednesday of next week, I'm gonna be having someone from the health field, and will be on the show. Also be on the show on Wednesday, and that's gonna be our business show on Wednesdays, and we'll be having a very special guest on the show next Wednesday. But on Monday, we're going to be having the awesome word of the week, and some really, really exciting guests are coming up for the other Fridays on the awesome music spotlight. So thank you so much for joining as you go Please, please be blessed. Remember to like, share, subscribe to this channel, and also give a comment on this on the channel. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell so that when we go live with interviews or we post a new video, you can be on it. Bro, blessings to you as you go tonight on the show. Blessings to the entire Youth for Christ team. Big up all those who are joining, and we're really happy to have you on. All right, bro. So, any final words from you as we go, as we go off the live tonight? Any final words?
My final word is if you're out there and don't know Jesus is your personal savior,
What?
give him a try. That's my final word.
Not here, not here, not sure why. All right. Go ahead now.
If you don't know Jesus as a personal savior, just give him a try. Enough blessings, and always remember, God is in control of your life.
All right. Blessings. So as we go from the Awesome Music Show, Nexchange has been my guest on the show, and my name is Dayle T. Be blessed as we go, and just please take care of yourselves. Be blessed, stay safe, and see you on Monday for the Awesome Word of the Week. And then we're going to be having 2 subsequent shows, Wednesday and Friday. Stay tuned for all of that. Sister Michelle, thank you so much. Minister Darren Charles, all those from Trinidad, thank you so much for joining. Those will be seeing this broadcast tomorrow and at a later date. We want to bless you up just the same. All right, bro, as you go, be blessed, take care, and guess what? It's another awesome day given to us by an awesome God.
It's another awesome day, and I'm truly thankful for you to have me.
Yeah.
And I'm here anytime.
All right, bro. All right, blessings. All right, so we just go with a little bit of this as we go off the show. So take care, everybody. Be blessed. Dayle is my name. As we go, take care. See you on Monday.
Tell them we struggles them real and we no fake it. Smile for my face, but me heart need a facelift. Sometimes me say me feel like to break it. Life on a rope, sometimes me feel to take it. Sometimes no wonder how I make it. Mercy I got, I appreciate it. Me no know the struggles you go through, but one thing me have to tell you, hey, better days are ahead.
Encourage yourself. Better days.
Days are ahead. Tell them they'll see. Better days are ahead, yes. Better days are ahead. When I fall on my knees and I call on the Father.
Just another minute.
Under pressure.
Then we go off the line.
So when I just can't bother emotionally, sad and ashes.
Thank you. LYNSUNDRU.
For me.
When I can't pronounce, I just spell.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining.
Better days are ahead. I know there's better days. Better days are ahead.
All right, see you, everybody. Take care. It's been a pleasure being with you.
Better days are ahead.
Everybody, take care. See you. Take care.